So Bitcoin is going back up again with its price going above 90,000 US dollars. But can this bullish momentum continue? Hey guys, welcome back to Republic Labs YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about Bitcoin, what's driving this bullish momentum, and can it continue. But before we start, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you guys are notified when we next upload. Let's get into it. So, as you can see here, I'm very happy about the current market situation. This is because Bitcoin is going back up again, reaching more than 90,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. As you can see here, the market cap of the overall crypto market has gone back up above 3 trillion. This condition is rare because the last time the crypto market has gone back up above 3 trillion is around 2 months ago. So, what's driving this sudden rally? Okay, so the first sentiment is from the US political scene, where previously Donald Trump and Jerome Powell had sort of a feud. This is because Donald Trump implied that he wanted to fire Jerome Powell, even though he has no authorities over it. This is because of Jerome Powell's monetary policy decision, where his stance is not dovish yet. So Trump doesn't like this. This is because it means that the not so dovish stance means that the rate cut is not coming soon. But then Donald Trump clarified that he doesn't want to fire Jerome Powell. So the feud is sort of over, which is why the market is bullish again, because the US political scene is currently peaceful again. The next sentiment came also from the US, which is that currently the US government is planning a Bitcoin strategic reserve plan. This sentiment was made popular by Alex Thorne from Galaxy Research. On Bloomberg, he stated that the US government is planning for a Bitcoin strategic reserve, meaning that the government is planning to buy Bitcoin. This means that there will be bullish sentiment from the government, as the government buying Bitcoin means more volume and liquidity. So the next bullish sentiment came from Michael Saylor, as he recently bought 555 million US dollars worth of Bitcoin, adding on top of his Bitcoin holding, which is around 538,000 Bitcoin. But what's special about his purchase is that currently the positive sentiment did not come only from him, but from his previous company, which is Strategy, previously MicroStrategy. As you can see here, Michael Saylor stated that based on public data as of Q1 2025, over 13,000 institutions and 814,000 retail accounts hold MSTR directly. This means that a lot of institutional and retail investors are now backing MicroStrategy, translating into more liquidity for the company to buy more Bitcoin. Aside from Strategy, Metaplanet, a company from Japan, is also buying more Bitcoin. As you can see here, Metaplanet makes its third Bitcoin purchase in April 2025, expanding its holdings to over 423 million US dollars, all in Bitcoin. Another institution that is planning to buy Bitcoin is Cantor Fitzgerald, as it is partnering with SoftBank, Tether, and Bitfinex to build a 3 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin ventures, where the money might translate into more volume and liquidity for Bitcoin. If you don't know what Cantor Fitzgerald is, it is basically an asset management company, and it is one of the most popular in the US or even the world. Another bullish sentiment from the institutional sector is that sovereign wealth funds are accumulating Bitcoin as retail investors exit. This means that sovereign wealth funds companies are buying Bitcoin in large numbers. This data was presented by Coinbase's executive, meaning that it must be legit and have impact in the market. Aside from those news, institutional investors are also buying more Bitcoin through the Bitcoin ETF. As you can see here, Bitcoin ETF purchase has just went up around 1 billion US dollars in a day. Also, according to data from Look On Chain, as you can see here from the last 7 days data, most institutional investors are buying more Bitcoin ETF, as the volume or buying transaction from institutional investors on Bitcoin ETF almost reached 13,000 Bitcoin in the last 7 days. This purchase is led by BlackRock, as the EBIT ETF almost reached 4,000 Bitcoin purchase in the last 7 days. So overall, the bullish sentiment came from institutional investors buying more Bitcoin. Aside from that, Arthur Hayes, one of the most notable investors and analysts in the crypto market, is predicting that the bottom for Bitcoin has already passed us. This means that potentially there will not be more correction up ahead. As you can see here, his local bottom was at 74,500 US dollars per Bitcoin, which has already passed us. And then as you can see here, he stated that once Bitcoin reaches 110,000 US dollars per Bitcoin, it might go to around 200,000 US dollars per Bitcoin, implying that the bull market is upon us. Let's go. While his prediction might be correct, let's look at on-chain data to support this claim. As you can see here from the open interest data, Bitcoin's open interest in the derivative market is rising again. This means that traders are positive that Bitcoin's price might go up again. Open interest data shows the amount of transactions being open in the derivative market. The more position open, the more positive the market is. So, rising open interest means a positive condition for the overall market, especially Bitcoin. From a technical perspective, as you can see here, Bitcoin just broke above its downtrend and is currently trying to go back up to its positive zone of around 110,000 and 98,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to reach this zone, then this means that the market might be bullish again and the bull market might come to us. However, according to the heat map data from CoinGlass, as you can see here, there's a big purchase waiting to happen at around 94,500 US dollars per Bitcoin. So there might be potential selling pressure at this price level, acting as a resistance level for Bitcoin. The heat map data shows orders that might be potentially executed when Bitcoin reaches a certain level. The brighter the color is, the higher the volume of the potential transaction being executed at that price level. So this means that we should be worried at around 94,500 US dollars per Bitcoin. So that means we should be worried at around 94,500 price level. Overall, what we should do now is just follow the market and also stick to your risk management plan, as the market is still volatile. So don't forget to keep your risk management intact. Well, that's all the information I have today. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you guys are notified when we next upload. Cheers, guys!